Hi ladies, today I want to show you how I do my eyes. Now, I've seen millions, and I'm sure if you've come across me, you have too, videos on how to do eyes. I initially started searching for hooded eyes, but I realized mine aren't really what's considered hooded. They have just drooped along with everything else after 60, after menopause, and turning 67. Oi. So I just want to show you what I do to try to get some lift here. But this is the situation. Whereas before, back in the day, you would put, one shade over the whole lid here, and then you would come along in the crease. Here's my crease right here. Now, when I open my eyes, you see it's gone, completely gone. This is it. This is what I have to work with. It's very depressing, but I don't have 20, 30, 40, whatever it costs, sitting around to get an eye lift. And the last time I had any kind of surgery, which was not cosmetic, it was something else, I had a really bad reaction the next day to the anesthesia. So it's not something that I'm like just dying to do even if I had it sitting around. So I want to show you first. I've already got my eye primer on. And I'm using my little palette here. I'm going to start off, with my highlighter. And I'm just going to go right below the brow. Just a little, not a lot. I am by no means a makeup artist. And I really kind of go, I can't wear false eyelashes, can't put them on to save my life. It's not going to happen. I guess you could say I'm rather a minimalist for makeup. I'm more about the skincare and what's underneath all this and how well I'm taking care of it. So I've put the light on the bottom and the highlight. Next I'm going to go with my mid-range, and this is hazelnut right here. I'm going to use the hazelnut. And I'm just going to kind of start over here because you see, if I lift my eyes, I can go to the crease, but let me just do that real quick. And then open my eyes, it's completely gone. So doesn't do me any good. So I'm going to go up a little further up here. I still want to cover that little line, that little crease in there, because I don't want it to protrude over, and I don't want anything to make it stand out. I'm also using matte shadows. When you get all this going on and you put shimmer on it, it's just going to not look good. If you've got super smooth going on there and you don't have all this, I would if I could. There's more choices often, but that's just what I found. So I have my mid-range shade on. Now I'm going to go with, hold on, I'll tell you the shade. It is Espresso. So I'm going to go with Espresso. And I'm going to go out here, right here at the bottom part of my lid. And I'm going to go up to where, kind of meet the edge of where I put my mid-range shade. And I'm going to go over just a little bit, maybe kind of in line with my pupil. And I'm going to fill that in a little bit, as well as right down here close to the lash line. Now both my eyes are not even the same shape, so it's a little more difficult to do this one. I don't know if it's because I'm right-handed and I'm having to do this or what, but it's a little more difficult for me. Now I'm going to take my blending brush and I'm going to go from outward in to towards the inside, and I just want to blend these shades where it doesn't look like just 3 shades slapped on there. I just want it all blended smooth. And if there's any excess, I'm blending it off as well. But with this eyeshadow, with the Mary Kay, it seems to be very concentrated, and I don't really have a lot of flyaway. Now, I want to tell you, I saw a video one day talking about this same situation, and what it suggested to do was to put a dark shade here and a dark shade here in the corner, and then leave the light in the middle. Well, because my heaviest is over here, it just closed my eyes up to nothing. Now, I'll be glad to show you that if you ask for it, if you want to see what that look did, because it just did not, I want my eyes to look open, not dragged them down. So, I'll finish off with my waterproof liquid liner. I love this liner. It's like a little Sharpie. You can make it as thin, if you see the tip, you can make it as thin or thick as you want, depending on your preference. I'm going to use the waterproof pencil for the lower, and I'm going to go start, I want to meet at the corner right here of the top, kind of connect the dots, go right along the bottom of the lash line at my lashes. Always trying to not pull hard on your upper or lower lids, gently. Now, I've also been using the Mary Kay Great Heights mascara. I am really, really loving it. It's a curved brush. Get in there right at the base line. Now, as you can see, there's no clumping, no clumping together or clumps on them, whichever. I do use, I use a different one on the bottom, and I'm going to start, I ran out, so that's why I can't show you that. The water, I like the waterproof. Okay, so now I'm just going to use my little brow serum. I have sparse brows, but what I have, they're kind of, oh, they're long. So I'm going to use my little brow serum. It's clear. It's just a little clear serum to hold those little hairs in place. And I'm going to be using the berry lip oil. Still loving this. And those of you that ask, I've got my order coming soon. So if anybody wants any of this, let me know. It's just super hydrating. Just a little tint of color, and you can layer it. You can put lipstick and layer the oil over that. Now, I haven't done a lot to this hair today, but this being said, I'd be about ready to be out the door. Thanks for watching.